This July 4th holiday weekend, we take a step back in time with a visit to Hudson Valley's historic Stissing House. The 17th century tavern is one of the oldest in America. Its modern take on wood-fired classics has earned the attention of the James Beard Foundation and a coveted spot on Food and Wine's best restaurant list. This place is almost as old as the nation.
It is. It's from 1782.
And it survived all this time.
This building's had very many lives. It's been a schoolhouse, it's been a boarding house, it's been a brothel. A French restaurant, and we took it over 3 years ago.
At Stissing House, deep in New York's historic Hudson Valley, chef and owner Claire DeBoer has returned a storied establishment to its Revolutionary era charm.
Everything is being roasted in the wood-fired oven, cooked in the coals, grilled over the wood fire, or spit roasted in the hearth.
Wow, that looks yummy. Each space here offers something different.
I don't think there's a better place to be on a Saturday night than perched over here.
A full bar in the main room, anchored by original wood beams and plank floors.
There's all these little rooms with very different personalities because it's kind of like a home.
And there's George.
There's George, yep. He loved Stissing House. Rumor has it he slept here many times, and Lafayette as well.
Oh, wow.
And we're going into the fireplace dining room here.
Wow.
And that there was the beehive oven that they used to bake all the bread. And we actually still use this fire for roasting our s'mores and char grilling sausages.
No matter the station, DeBoer's goal is to create a space where comfort and entertainment are the priority.
We're in the lounge now with a fireplace. There's a bowl of peanuts. They're there because we want people to sort of get stuck in and throw the shells on the floor, throw them in the fire, and feel totally comfortable.
She credits it all with her upbringing.
So I grew up in India and Dubai. My dad's Dutch, my mum's British. And I came to college in the US and then went back to the UK to work at the River Cafe in London.
But before then, you were in an entirely
I skip over that.
different industry.
I spent a hot minute at Goldman Sachs, but I didn't last.
You didn't last, or it didn't last.
I was more interested in like dressing my salad at lunchtime than I was in doing my real work. So no, that was short-lived.
DeBoer found her real passion while studying at the Ballymaloe Cookery School in Ireland before coming to New York, where she eventually co-founded King and was nominated as a 2018 James Beard Rising Star Chef. The secret to her success? Simplicity, as we found out while sampling a few Stissing House specialties. We start with their smoked ham and cheese with a side of English mustard.
We don't make the cheese, but we brine and smoke the ham ourselves, and it's very finely sliced.
The color is just fantastic. I love it.
This is the cold-roasted artichoke. I love artichokes, top favorite food of mine. And to do more to it, but not do too much to it, we roast it in the wood fire, which really gives it kind of that smokiness.
Next, oven-roasted beets with yogurt, topped with mint.
Local hung yogurt, so nice and sour with the sweetness of the citrus and the herbs. And
What else is on there?
I think you're reacting to the mint. Yeah.
A roasted halibut atop white beans and confit wild mushrooms. The crisp on this is...
Make sure you try the mushrooms though.
Oh, that was the first thing that went in my mouth.
Well, my grandfather was a mushroom farmer. That was his business.
Perfect.
And my grandmother was an excellent cook, and he would send us out and we would pick the cos lettuce for our lunch and get the berries, and we would come back and we would cook with my grandmother. So she was kind of the first influence, I guess.
DeBoer hopes every dish tugs on a memory, like her corn bathed in basil butter. It takes me back to my grandmother's cornbread. It tastes like, I couldn't tell if it was the smell or the first touch of taste on my lips, but that's never happened before.
That's great.
And it took me back. You speak of nostalgia. I mean, it took me back to my grandmother. I don't know. It's the smell. And the star? Spit roasted chicken along with roasted potatoes.
It's as plain as it gets, just really crisp skin and sort of clear tasting juices.
I have to try to see if the breast is as juicy as the thigh.
How do we do?
The breast is my favorite part.
Oh, really?
So it's perfect.
Good. I know every family needs some brown meat and some white meat.
Oh,
people.
yeah. I love that. For dessert, a coconut cake and strawberry cobbler with a scoop of chamomile ice cream. I love a chef that's eating.
That's kind of why you get into the job.
These are just strawberries. There's no other berry in here. They're
Just strawberry.
I don't taste any tartness.
We macerate them and then hang them and then really reduce all the juices that run out.
For DeBoer, finding her way to Stissing House was kismet.
The restaurant was previously here, had closed down. Just found out I was pregnant the day that I saw this.
Almost like a beautiful omen.
Beautiful. Well, we came and saw it, and I was like, I can't do this, obviously. And my husband was like, this is the first time I've seen you light up like that in a while. You can't not.
And she has. Claire DeBoer has taken what was once just a convenient resting spot for weary travelers and turned it into a sought-after destination.
You know, when I wrote my business plan, I was like, not sure this is going to be feasible. I was like, you know, we're expecting about 10 to 20 customers on a Monday and a Friday, and I think we'll really get to the 40, 50 level on the weekend. And now I actually pinch myself when I'm driving up on a Saturday night and there's 140 people in the building and there's someone that's getting married upstairs, there's a dance party in this room, there's a shrimp boil in that room, and then there's like 80 people sitting down in the tavern having dinner, and I just can't believe it.
I loved everything about Stissing House. I love Claire.
Yeah.
She was so charming, but so real. And I even got to make, I didn't make this one, that was our Marcy Waldman, but I got to make in the big open wood fire, this artichoke. It is so good.
That's awesome. I had a bite and also a
and
gin
the
martini.
gin martini. And we aren't to clink, are we?
Well,
etiquette rules? No? Okay.
These are not fine crystal glasses. I think we're okay to clink. They're just fine.
It should be on everyone's list.
It looked beautiful. I love that hearth. I loved the s'mores that they still do in that, or the hearth, sorry. It was just beautiful.
There's so many nooks and crannies in
Yeah.
that space. It's wonderful.
Amazing.
You get lost in it.